behalf of Bank of Beirut, we'd like to tell you welcome to BDL Accelerate, and we'd like a short introduction about what you do.
Yeah, so we're AidTech. I'm the Chief Operations Officer. Niall Dennehy is my name. And what we are doing is we are bringing transparency and efficiency to the distribution of resources by governments and NGOs.
What inspired you to start your business and launch the company?
So it was a couple of things really. My co-founder Joseph, he raised a large sum of money back in the year 2009. He ran 6 marathons in 6 days through the Moroccan desert. He got a large donation from an individual. The individual asked him, where did my money go? He wasn't able to give him a definitive answer. So we looked at creating a solution that made it transparent and efficient for sending and receiving funds for people.
Why are you participating today in BDL Accelerate? What's the main motive behind it?
Good excuse to come to Lebanon is definitely one of them. Nobody needs an excuse to come to Lebanon, I think. Essentially, we're looking at opening up an office in Beirut. That's our ambition. So we ran a project in December 2015 in Lebanon and Tripoli, and we've got a real affiliation with the country. And we've been speaking with some investors from Lebanon over the past couple of months. So we thought we'd come here, continue the conversation with them and see where it goes from there. But we feel like there's something dragging us towards Lebanon. We keep coming back over and over.
That's great news. So can you tell me more about the 2015 project you did with the Syrian refugees?
Sure. So we did a project in 2015 in Tripoli in northern Lebanon. And what we did was we created 500 of these cards. We donated them to Syrian refugees. It was supported by the Irish Red Cross. And what they were able to do was they were able to go to a shop and they were able to give these cards to a shopkeeper. He simply scanned them with his mobile phone and he was able to verify that they were entitled to products. And in this case, it was an amount of $20. And they were able to spend that $20 to obtain goods from that shop. And the beauty of that was there was a record of those transactions happening in real time for the Irish Red Cross to view in Dublin, for the International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent to view in Geneva, and for anybody who did that. So the whole idea was to make something that wasn't previously transparent, completely transparent and more efficient. And again, going back to Lebanon happened to be the place that we were privileged and fortunate enough to be able to do that.
I can imagine how useful it must have been at the time, seeing how the situation was back then.
It really was.
So basically, what is your plan now for the company? What's on the pipeline, potential future projects? You said something about opening an office in Beirut.
Yeah, so we've got a 3-year plan. We want to scale up the company. We're looking at taking on up to 220 people over the next 3 years.
Really?
We've got an office in London. We've got an office in Dublin at the moment. The next step is to have a location in the Middle East, Mediterranean. And we see Beirut and Lebanon as being the ideal location to do that, to expand into the Gulf Coast countries, towards the Middle East and the Mediterranean.
And if I may ask, how are you planning to finance it?
So it's been a lot of self-financing to date, and we're also looking at obtaining funding from philanthropy, from grants, and mix in some venture capital as well.
Okay, but if you're going to expand and move to Beirut, you're going to eventually need the support of the bank.
Yeah,
that's where we're going to come in.
Yeah, that's why Bank of Beirut seems like an ideal partner.
Exactly. We have pleasure to work with you. So if we were to talk about the risks that the company faces, whether it's market risk, competition risk, business risk, what would you say is the main one?
I guess in any company that innovates really quickly like we do, it's not being able to innovate and respond to our customers' needs quickly enough. So that's the key risk for us, is not meeting the demands of the customer on time. We like to encourage a startup mentality in the company, regardless of how big that we will get. We always want to keep that startup mentality and move really, really quick. So not moving quick, that's something that we keep saying. One of our mentors is a guy, he was involved with an accelerator called Techstars. And the motto of Techstars is to do more faster. And that's something that we try to embrace. And the day we start moving slowly is the day that we feel we take a step backwards, and we're trying to avoid that at all costs.
So in the next 5 years, where would you be?
Next 5 years, we hope that again, the plan is to scale up the company, to start hiring people, open up offices all around the world. We've already got some of the biggest bodies in the world as our customers, including the International Federation of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent. We've got the United Nations Development Programme. Together, they distribute about $41 billion in aid each year. So even with those two customers, if we do a good enough job for them, just keep on rolling out more projects with them and partners of theirs, that's what we'd like to do. But again, it all ties back, and we would like to make a difference to the lives of people around the world. A lot of people talk about doing that, but we believe we have the technology to be able to do that. We have the culture, and we've got the partners now, and we really do want to make an impact in the world.
what is the criteria needed for a person to succeed in your company?
Again, we like somebody who's open to innovation, somebody who likes to work quick, make decisions quick. We like to fail fast. We like to hire fast, and we don't want people to get bogged down in regulation if possible. And somebody who's willing to take a risk. And again, I keep talking about that startup culture. It's something that we want to keep in the company, regardless of how big the company actually grows to. So somebody who embraces innovation, who's not afraid to make a mistake every now and again, and who works really quick. That's it.
So this will be all. On behalf of all of Bank of Beirut, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your time, and best of luck on your journey.
Thank you for your time, yeah.